Of Chaos turn 3. The Marauders. What happened to the Marauders? Something happened to the Marauders. Oh yeah, they got Hell Cannon. Hell Cannon tried to shoot at the Doom Wheel, but actually scattered onto the Demon Prince in there and killed 6 Marauders. So good for you. So that's what he did. The chariot stayed where it is as normal. Is there a flat tire or something? The hounds have stayed there. They're still alive. It's quite handy. There's not much to happen over here. My mage moved up and attempted to cast Fate of Boona on the Grey Seer. Unfortunately, it was dispelled. And then he tried to cast Purple Sun. Yeah, and that was dispelled with the remaining dice. Yeah. So, as usual, nothing happened with the magic phase. These guys charged the Hell Pit, and between them and the Chosen, only just managed to kill it. Which is nice. But yeah, so they've reformed and they had to overrun. These guys are sitting around. This failed its charge on the on the slaves. So, but this guy's chopping them up quite happily. He's loving it. These guys moved up, threw some spears. Didn't do anything to that plague mortar. This guy's charged the general's unit and got their asses handed to them. Lost 3 knights. So that's not good, but we did put 2 wounds on the general, but naturally they held because they lose at 10 steadfast, yada yada yada, and that was pretty much it. So it's not looking too bad. A bit gutted about the knights, but you know, I suppose Skaven have to kill things eventually. After how many games? Yeah, and that's the end of Chaos turn 3.
Okay, so Skaven turn 3. Things are looking bad. Here they're chipping. Here the exalted hero is slowly chipping away at the slave unit. He keeps fluffing his hits and wounds. However, it's going to end badly because my general got ganked. So yeah, these guys are sort of now maybe might win through attrition, but the Skaven slaves are pretty much a goner, I think. Over here. They've positioned to receive a charge from the Chosen. I managed to get Wither off on the Chaos Warriors, but didn't quite cast Plague, and naturally wounded myself in the process, as bloody always. These guys have reformed to stop a charge into combat by the enemy wizard, and these guys failed a bloody charge by half an inch. So yeah, things are bad. So yeah, it's Chaos turn 4, and
Doom Wheel as well.
Oh yeah, well, I lost the Doom Wheel, although that was kind of pretty much expected. But I kind of did severely maul the Marauder unit, which was rather nice. I managed to do something like 9 wounds on the unit before it went, so yeah, no, not too bad. So yeah, Chaos turn 4.
Okay, end of Chaos turn 4. Yeah. The Waterrun charged into the flank of the slaves. We chopped them up. Fortunately, they passed their leadership test like a boss on a double 1, and they're still holding, even with a leadership of 5. In fact, I think it's only 2 at the moment because they've been charging the flank, but they still managed to pass it. These guys managed to slot the Skaven general. But still didn't manage to break the unit. But I'm pretty happy that general's dead because there goes the bubble. Not that it matters if you keep rolling double 1s on those guys. These guys managed to kill the plague bucket thing. I don't even know what it's called.
Plague mortar.
Plague mortar. They killed the plague mortar, so and overran it a little bit. These guys charged in here, and the BSB elected to hide at the back, which is really annoying, but you know that's
what Skaven do.
So, but yeah, he's killed a load of them, but they were steadfast with a reroll, so they're not going to break anytime soon. Well, this turn. He moved up. He cast Fate of Boona on the Grey Seer. And Grey Seer managed to pass 3 ward saves, which is 3 more than he's ever passed. Amazing. He's only had 1 wound left, so simply amazing. Yep, these guys just moved up a little bit. Hounds are still there. I think they've been there since turn 1, so they're doing a nice job. Although the slave unit itself
ran away.
What happened to it?
They got hell cannoned.
Oh yeah, it got hell cannoned. The hell cannon attempted to fire at the plague furnace, scattered onto the slaves, which panicked and then bounced away off the board, which was pretty nice, but the slaves weren't much of a threat. The Zinch guys moved into the building, just hanging out. These guys, they were going to charge that because they failed their. Well, they didn't fail their charge, but they. Oh, they did, didn't they? They failed their
failed the frenzy check, but
then rolled a double 1, so they didn't actually get a charge off, which is fine with me because I don't really want to fight that thing anytime soon. That's pretty much it. So looking pretty good at the moment. Chariot still hasn't done anything, but its time will come. And that's very nice. So it hasn't taken any wounds. But yeah, looking good. So see you at the end of Skaven turn 5.
yeah, it's the end of my turn 4, and basically I've had to concede. It was pretty miserable. I lost. Basically, the slaves went, the clan rats went. That's pretty much everything. I mean, I just absolutely obliterated. Over there, even to add insult to injury, failed to wipe out the entire unit with just one guy left who managed to get 1 bloody inch further away, so I didn't even get him. Yeah, it was just basically, it was poor deployment with kind of my best, basically the 3 best units in my army, having to be forced onto the board and not be able to be immediately useful or do anything. And yeah, that was a nasty scenario. It was anything else I would have settled for, but it was losing those 3 hammer units was just horrid. And I sort of should have deployed over here in the corner, probably around the Temple of Skulls, but it being an obnoxious piece of scenery, it kind of gets into your head that you don't want to deploy anything around or in it. And I think if it'd probably been a hill, I probably would have ended up doing that. But yeah, it's sort of got it into my head that I was fucked, and I just never really came back from that. I think it was more a psychological loss right at the start. But it was well played by Chaos, who just swept forward and smashed everything in their path. I got pathetically unlucky, a lot of places, failing charges by 1 inch, and
yeah, you must have fired 3 charges. I think.
Yeah, I think it was essentially. Well, neither of us got a charge off. I think Ollie got 1 charge that was not a definite, and I didn't get any. I had to get. It had to be within the minimum charge range, or it wasn't happening. So yeah, it was unfortunate. But that being said, it was a fun game. It was hard and it was a nasty one. But yeah, it kind of teaches you that psychology is a big factor. And if you think you've lost it at the end, I mean, I thought I'd kind of got around that, but yeah, it was. And then just to add insult to injury, the 4th time in a row, my Warlock engineer just ganked himself with his condenser. Every damn time that happens, and yeah, it was harsh. If it wasn't the fact he got his doom rocket off this turn, I think I probably would have removed his casting ability altogether and just kept him as a 45-point model. But it was good. Well deserved victory for Chaos. He didn't need too much luck on his side this time.
Yeah, didn't need a gateway this time.
No, just bad stuff for Skaven. Unfortunately for me, I have sworn to finish this army. All that 40 quid sitting in my drawer would be spent straight on some high elves. And we'll fucking see how he likes. See how he likes bloody tech lists. If only I could sneak tech lists into this list. Oh, it'd be happy days then. But so onwards to the next battle. We'll see what happens then.